everyone, this is Haitao from Zhejiang University in China. Today I will present a study of the partnership between advertisers and publishers. First, I will briefly introduce some background about the online advertising, and then I will talk about our data collection methodology, and finally present some major results. We know that online ads are very important to the internet ecosystem, because they are the main revenue source to the internet giants like the Google, Facebook, and Amazon. And also they are the revenue source to millions of the websites and the mobile apps. We are the users and we benefit from the online ads too, because we can enjoy the free online content and the services. So how the ecosystem works? There are four parties involved. The advertisers, like the Nike and Adidas, they want to advertise their product online. Then the publishers, like the websites and the apps, they want to host the ads to earn money. And then the ad networks, like the Google AdWords and the Facebook ads, they connect the advertisers to the publishers. The last one is the users. The role of the user in the ecosystem is that each time a user visits a website, then that website will request ads from ad networks. When a user clicks on one interested ad, then the advertisers will pay for that click to the ad network. Then ad network will pay a share to the publisher where the ad is displayed. So we can see that in the system, nearly every party benefit from the user click. The reason we started this study is based on our own experience. Years ago, as an advertiser, we launched ad campaigns with one major ad network. However, we were disappointed at the ad campaign report because it doesn't contain some important information like where all advertisements has been displayed, as well as what ad networks has been chosen by my peer advertisers. So the goal of this study is to understand the pairing between the advertisers and the publishers in the real world. Specifically, we want to understand what's the characteristic of the publishers, whether they are similar or dissimilar to the advertisers, and what's the advertisers' preferences on the ad networks, and also how much traffic that ad campaign can really contribute to a advertiser's website. As for the data collection, we relied on a service called the SimilarWeb. Given a website or a advertiser's website domain, the SimilarWeb can return the following information. First, where these advertisers' ads are mainly displayed. So what are the top publishers? The second is the what ad networks has been used by this advertiser. The third, what's the percentage of the incoming traffic has been contributed by the advertising, by the advertising campaign, as well as other information like what's the category, what's the rank, the country, what are the visits in the past 6 months. We validated the data by comparing SimilarWeb to Alexa in terms of the website ranking, and we also used the Tranquil as a baseline. And we found that SimilarWeb is just as trustworthy as Alexa in terms of the website ranking, because we didn't find any services like the SimilarWeb that provide the advertising related data. So we cannot do the comparison on those kind of data. So we assume those data is also trustworthy. In summary, we collected information about over 34,000 pairs of the advertisers and publishers, and they are from 119 countries, and they fall into 30 categories. Next, I will present our main results. First, which publishers got the ads? And this figure shows the top 20 categories of the publishers who got the most ads. You can see that they are the news and the media, the computers and the technology, the TV, movies and the streaming, and online social networks. We conducted the further analysis. We found that the publishers who got the ads are either very popular, such as in this figure. Those categories, they can attract most of the visits because they are so popular and there are so many visitors, so they attract the most ads. Or the publishers have the same category as the advertisers, so they can get the ads. So statistically, we found that the publishers are more popular than the advertisers. They can attract more user traffic, and it makes sense because the advertisers want to display their ads on some website which are more popular than themselves. Also, we studied the advertisers' preference on the ad networks. We found that we identified almost 200 ad networks, and here are the top 20 most popular ad networks. We found that the Google Display Network is the most popular one, and its share is almost 1/4, and then the scheme links about 10%. And we found that not so many advertisers stick to just one ad network. And we also analyzed what kind of advertisers rely on the advertising most, for the traffic. And we found that the adult, the romance and the relationships and the gambling advertisers, they rely on advertising most. In conclusion, we studied the practice of pairing between advertisers and publishers, and our study produced insightful results for advertisers to learn more about their ad campaigns.